So in this video, I just kind of wanted to talk about something that's really been weighing heavy in my mind since I started making music, and I'm sure that a lot of people can relate to this, whether you're a musician or not. I think it's just kind of part of the human experience, and that is comparison. Just this last week, as I'm recording this video, there was this guy commented on one of my videos. I forgot his screen name. Mason replied on my Sick Beats, making a Sick Beats video, and he said, "I hope the best for you. Your videos inspired me to fully pursue music." And when I saw that, I was like, wow. Just made me realize that whether I'm making a living off of this or not, whether I have millions of fans or 100, what I'm doing right here is really cool. I just feel like if I can come on here and share some of my thoughts, it might help someone out. So this video is not scripted. It's not laid out in any way. It's snowing outside in May. It's freezing. I'm a summer kind of guy. I love warm weather, and the weather today was making me feel a little melancholy. Didn't really feel like playing any guitar today. I didn't really feel like working on any of my music. So I just thought I would kind of sit down and make this just very spontaneously. Here's some backstory. I started making music after I graduated, after the summer I had graduated. I had dreamed of being a professional musician since I was like 8, 9 years old. I remember pulling up videos on YouTube and watching like 3 Days Grace and Linkin Park and just imagining myself being Chester Bennington, imagine myself being Adam Gontier, or Gontier. I never figured out how to pronounce his last name. I don't even remember how you spell it.
Adam Gontier.
But I always had these dreams and aspirations of being a professional musician, but I never really did anything about it because my real priorities in life were doing up my hair right, looking good for all the chicks at school, being Mr. Cool Guy, and that was what I cared about. That's where I put my time and energy into is sports and social life. And it wasn't until after I got out of high school and that ended, and I was like, wow, well, what do I do now? I guess if I want to be a musician, now's the time to do it. Now's the time to act on that, right? So I did. I had no real guitar experience. I had no singing experience. I had no production chops. I had nothing. I was starting from complete scratch. I had grown up with music in the household. My parents and some of my extended family members are very musical, but I myself never really partook. You know, looking around at people that I look up to, and you hear those guys have been doing music or, just partaking in musical activities as a hobby since they were like 10 years old or something like that. And I always felt like this big weight on my shoulders, this big feeling of inadequacy, because here I am, I'm 18 years old, which I know it is baby age. 18-year-old, you're so young. I don't know, when you're 18, it doesn't feel like you're young. And so I was like, damn, I'm 18. Versus everyone else who got into music when they were like 10. Like, oh my God, I have so much catching up to do. And ever since then, it's just been like a battle, a constant battle of like age and skill and just comparison. I'm relatively happy with the music I make. I'm relatively happy with my guitar playing. I'm relatively happy with my singing voice. All of those things have taken time. If you'd had asked me how I felt about my guitar playing, my songwriting, my singing 2 years ago, my answer would have been completely different. But a lot of times I feel like I'm not working hard enough. If I want to make a living off of doing what I love someday, I gotta work my ass off. Sleepless nights, taking lots of time away from relationships and just hobbies and video games and regular everyday activities and just music, songwriting, guitar, beats, EPs, releases, YouTube videos, just the whole nine. You do that for a long period of time and suddenly music doesn't become fun for you anymore, or whatever art you're into. It becomes a chore. It becomes a 9 to 5. It becomes a job. Again, I'm not successful at this point in time, so maybe that's what it takes. Maybe you do have to really treat it like a job if you want to make it. I have no idea. I just feel like that can't be it, right? That can't be the way to do it. It might be for some people, but for me, and maybe for some of you out there, we don't want to burn out. You don't want to neglect the other things in life that bring you joy. What's the point of making art if you're not getting out there and experiencing life, which is what fuels a lot of the art you create? We're all on our own path. My mom has told me this, my friends have told me this, and it didn't really start clicking with me until sometime late last year. Things take longer for some people. Some things happen really quickly for others. Some people's brain work one way, some people's brain works the other. hours. I don't work well just doing one thing 24/7. Like, I have to have breaks. I have to, go play some freaking Minecraft.
Hello everybody, welcome to another episode of Minecraft.
Go hang out with my girlfriend. Go ride my bike. I've tried it. I've tried just sitting down and doing music nonstop, trying to force myself to do it. It burns me out. I think the most important thing to remember is that music should remain a hobby. It doesn't matter how old you are when you got into it. It doesn't matter how long it takes you to put out a work. And that's something I've learned after lots of comparing. And I'm still doing it. I'm way better than I was a couple years ago, I'll tell you that. But I still got a ways to go. Just staying in my lane. Just tell yourself every day, if I just believe in my path and believe in myself and believe in what I'm doing, things will come. And you still have to put in the work, but things will come. And I think what I'll do is I'll just end this video with a Reddit post. I made a post on r/music production about how hard do I need to grind if I want to be a successful producer. This was 9 months ago. I was having a little bit of an early 20s crisis. It reads that. I'm not going to read it out loud. You can pause it and read my initial post if you want. And then just here's some responses that I really just thought were very insightful and that really helped me out a lot. I think that's all I got. Just a little ramble. I'll be back in a couple more weeks with a beat making video or with a more lighthearted subject. I'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching. Thanks for being here. Thanks for subscribing. Thanks for liking. Thanks for commenting. Thanks for supporting me. Hope this helped. All right. Peace out.